Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Midcoast Volume 2. We're super excited to be coming to you live from the Cooperage. Cooperage is a wonderful venue. You should check them out. We're going to be supporting Black Space and the Milwaukee Community Fridge today. First, we're going to be doing a quick video introduction for Black Space. Unfortunately, they weren't able to come in today, so we're going to be doing a video. So, quick bio. Black Space is a community and cultural healing circle of emotional emancipation and connection. Black Space is an in-person space dedicated to encouraging the mental wellness of Black women, Black LGBTQIA+, and Black men. Please go to the description down below and donate. Your money can do a lot to help the community. Without further ado, Black Space.
What Black Space is free therapy, basically. It's a therapy experience for Black and brown people, for men, women, and my queer folks out there. And it's just something that we put together so we can get rid of the stigma of Black and brown people going to therapy or seeking therapy, because it's so much of a desert in our community of, seeking therapy or just everything that goes along with it. So basically how Black Space started was throughout the summer with me protesting, constantly out there every day and doing all these different things. And I found myself becoming depressed. I found myself just being worn out. And I was thinking to myself, like, damn, if I feel like this, it's other people that's been out here literally every day this summer. I can imagine that they feeling like this as well. And then at the same time, how am I supposed to tell other people how to treat Black people when I don't even know how to treat myself? So after that, I kind of reached out to Corey. Corey Fells is one of the founders of Black Space. I reached out to him and I was like, hey, bro, I got an idea. I want to do free therapy for the community. And he was like, all right, did you find a therapist? And I told him, like, nah, I've been having a hard time. So he was like, cool, let's use my therapist, and that is Dr. Knox. So I reached out to Dr. Knox. We all had a meeting together and everything worked out perfect. So it was just completely fluid through our first session that we had throughout the summer. It was wonderful for each one of them. And actually, the men's session was actually my first therapy experience. So for me, it was like more so of a thing that I personally needed. And with everybody else coming there, it was more so show and tell, because I was sitting in there too, being brand new and fresh. And I, cried a couple times inside of the meeting because it was honestly something that I needed. So for Black Space, it's just for us to raise awareness about mental health, ending these generational curses that a lot of us Black people, we do have within our families, with my father going through the same experience with police brutality, all this machismo stuff that goes on in the Black community with us cis men, just so many different things that I personally want to rid of. So if my daughter have questions about anything that's going on with her, I'm able to answer it in a regular way and not coming from a quote unquote man's perspective in a sense. So for me personally with Black Space, it's just to have these conversations, being vulnerable, and to raise our mental intelligence, and be at a point where we feel like we're okay, and we're okay to talk about all the past traumas that we've been through, and not to normalize the trauma that we've been through.
I was just going to say that not being desensitized to the trauma you're going through is so important, especially for a year like this. I think that's just like a really important theme to touch on.
So even just to talk about that. So honestly, this year that we went through with George Floyd and all the other police stuff that's happened. So for me, that's been happening throughout my whole life. So like I've been tased by the police before. I had before. So for me, this summer, honestly, was a sense of like, I didn't feel crazy, because now the whole world is seeing everything that what's my life has been. For me, it has been perfect. So this summer has been a awakening, and a sense of like, Jesus, like it's not just I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one that's seeing this.
Absolutely.
So I have a question right away, Darius. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, drive it on me.
So when someone gets involved with your program, signs up for one of these group sessions, what do those group sessions look like?
So the group sessions, so we have to be COVID friendly. We do all of our group sessions at No Studios, and it's normally between 12 to 15, or it could be less. So within these group sessions, it's, how I see it is within a circle. Dr. Knox is in there curating the space. What she tried to do is just let the people inside of the space have the conversation and basically have the floor, and she directs the conversation. So it's just people coming in and being able to talk about the things that they need to talk about, and Dr. Knox kind of help them, guide them in a direction, push them in a direction where they need to go, and it kind of works out like that. So honestly, it works out like a therapy session, but we like to call it a therapy experience because it's supposed to be getting you ready and show you what a therapy session is like. Because I think that happens with a lot of different people. You know, if you're not someone that comes from a family that has or went to therapy, the only thing that you know is, especially in the Black community, if you go to therapy, you're crazy. So these sessions are just to show people this is what therapists, especially with a Black therapist, is like. Because if you go to a therapist that isn't Black, you have to tell them the nuances of being Black, and that's a problem amongst itself. So it's super important that you go to a therapist that can understand and relate to your daily struggles. No different if a woman was going to a man therapist, you know, he has to understand what is it like to be a woman, or these different nuances that come with us. So it's just so much, but it's just to get people prepared for therapy.
Thank you.
It took me such a long time to find a female therapist.
I could imagine.
I think that that's so important, touching on like the nuances of, you know, the perspective that your therapist sees the world in is so important, because you can't, like you said, you can't waste emotional energy explaining your world perspective to somebody else. And I think that that just puts you so many steps ahead when you actually have somebody that you can just like skip that part. And it's
definitely
so important.
Especially since you're paying them.
Yes, exactly. You're on my coin. Like, you better like take notes. Like, I'm not going to waste my time telling you.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing. Oh yeah. Sean, what you got for me, man?
I was actually a little more curious too about like the approach with Dr. Knox. Like, I know you said you reached out to her and like she was a therapist that had already kind of been like a part of this community. So like, could you tell me a little more about her?
Oh, hell yeah. So with Dr. Knox is just a wonderful person altogether. So one thing I do love and I appreciate about Dr. Knox is well versed within the culture of things, and doesn't come from a perspective of this is just somebody older having a conversation with you, because then it can come off as like, oh, I know everything. No, she listens. She has the conversation. She tries to push you and guide you to the right direction, and you can just be yourself with her. You can have these conversations. You can say all of the latest like trendy words, the verbiage, all the AAV that comes within our community. You can have these conversations with her because one, she's a part of the community, and she is from Milwaukee, so she understands the stuff that goes on in the city of Milwaukee. Even if you're from the north side, the south side, the west side, or the east side, she understands. I think she went to Riverside High School, and I think she grew up in 53206. And that's one of the biggest, zip codes of people being incarcerated. So she's a part of that community. So it works out perfect.
Awesome.
I actually was wondering a little bit more about you expanding then. What's the plan? I imagine it's going to be a lot for Dr. Knox to take on. And, if this is something that grows, what's going to happen from there?
So what our plan is, me and Corey and Dr. Knox talk about, we want to create a Craigslist for therapy for Black and brown people. So if you want to go to a therapist that's more related to sexual trauma and a Black or brown therapist, you can do that. We want to have it different tiers of Black and brown therapists that one are available, two that's taking clients, and three that's relatable. So for us, we want to have these certain things. So say if someone does come or we do hold an event, we can actually hold certain events with these different therapists. So we're not putting too much emotional labor on Dr. Knox. So for us, we want to be able to gain different therapists that are able to do the same thing that we want, that we're looking to have Black Space do, and so far on. So we want to create that arm of therapists do stuff and all these different things, but the majority of that comes with funding. That's the biggest thing with funding. The more funding that we do get, the more we can pay different therapists, because Dr. Knox has been doing this free of charge. And, that's beautiful, but we want her to get paid. We want other therapists that comes in to get paid. We don't want them to just to be a free thing that they do. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
Steph, I know you got another question, but do you mind plugging where we can donate to y'all then?
Yeah, I gotta send it to you. I gotta say, just like I said, we just started the website. We actually have a meeting next week with the bank so we can get our own personal bank account together. Everything has been going a lot faster than what we thought. We just had someone donate $10,000 to us. We got UWM, UW, I think UW or Freighter, looking, quote unquote, we're not gonna say wood, looking to donate $1 to $2 million to us. So let's just hope that this works out.
Even though she was like, oh my God. That's amazing.
That's amazing
That's
to hear.
amazing. Wow. And I feel like that speaks so much to the issue that it's like taking off even quicker than you almost, it sounds like, had planned for, that it just shows the need and how strong it was and how many people are like at the ready to be like, this is something we need and we need to invest in.
Yeah, not just that. I just think currently, we at a different position in what's going on socially, and you don't want to be the last person left behind on the curve of the social activism or taking care of your Black employees or Black health workers that may need this, what we're doing. You never know, we can possibly go to St. Mary's and hold this session for the nurses or whoever that's there, that they probably want to do. And you don't want to be the company that be like, oh no, we're going to say no to therapy for our workers. You don't want to be that person. So, as of right now, we have the positions, or we have our foot on their neck and able to, kind of position our way into things that we honestly want to do.
So for Milwaukee community members that really want to get involved in this program, come to the sessions, how do they get involved? How do they reach out to you? What's the easiest way to do that?
The easiest way to do it, honestly, is reaching out to us on Instagram. We just started our own Black Space Instagram, and it's just Black Space MKE, I do believe. Black Space MKE, or just reach out to us on Facebook. Corey Fells, Leah Knox, and Darius Smith. You can honestly just reach out to us, or you can email us at blackspacemke@gmail. You can do that. Or even if you're interested and maybe doing or interested in, doing something like this, or whatever it may be, just email us. Or even if you need help finding therapists, we have lists of Latinx therapists, just every single type of therapist. Dr. Knox has done an amazing job by curating that and, putting the pieces together. So we have all those information. We just want to be able to help people out, honestly.
Thank you so much, Darius. Ready? Darius, Black Space, incredible program. We're so happy to do whatever we can to help you out. Everyone, please donate to them. This is Mid-Coast, Volume 3. Add?
Volume 2.
Getting ahead of yourself just a little bit.
Thanks, Darius.
Heck yeah,
Thank you so much, Darius.
Hey, what's up, Milwaukee? This is Mid-Coast. I'm Steph, one half of Mood Migration, and that was Black Space, and that was Darius. They were on the Today Show this morning. So incredible to see a Milwaukee group doing so big across the country. They got big plans, and we're so excited to see where they go. That resource is so incredible. If you want to reach out to them, please follow the link in the description. And the Today Show interview that they had this morning, there's also a post about that in our story on Instagram. Please go to the description. There is a donation link to help Milwaukee Community Fridge. Thank you to the Cooperage who is hosting us, and on to our first performance. Dogbad is a Milwaukee-based band that blends everything from jazz, surf, funk, and a sprinkle of soul. Their high-energy performances include toe-tapping grooves, catchy hooks, coordinated dancing, and roaring feedback. This made them a must-see band in the DIY house show scene. This is Mid-Coast, and this is Dogbad!
Shoot out into the stratosphere. If the moon will break jars, and he hit me while the feathers off my mind. My brain is like an aviary going crazy. And the blue days will rain jars, and while the feathers off my mind. My brain is like an aviary going crazy. You're from a different age. It's been so long since you felt this young. Locked out from every choice. Come on the run. It takes your lungs until the moonlight takes us. I could use your word. It's a good thing all my organs run on blood. Up until my casket closes, you're my sweet of home. So don't give me too drunk before the door. And the world passed it down. You got this blood from your youth. Now look at you. And then shades of blue. So long, dear. Oh, it's been a couple of tears since you realized. Did you get it right this time? Up until the moonlight takes us, I could use you up. It's a good thing all my organs run on blood. No, up until my casket closes, you're my sweet old rum. Now don't you me to try before the time. Up until the moonlight takes us, I could use you up. It's a good thing all my organs oh, no. 'Cause baby, you're mastodon. It's a long way home, and I wonder so my eyelids shine. When the sun wakes up tomorrow, I hope I'm not where I was. God didn't mean to do it like this. Waking up and I'm chilling at the local spin, trying to erase a ride there. Sweaty and gross, wash the blood off my clothes. It's a long way home, and I'm gonna make my tires scream. When the sun wakes up tomorrow, I hope my body is still. And no, I didn't mean to live like this. Waking up in a ditch. Now I'm chilling at the local spin, trying to rinse what I did. Where I've been, where I've been, where I've been, where I've been, where I've was some kind of optical illusion. I had to see if she was real. Milk and honey dripping through the conversation. If a hottie in the body makes a snack, then I guess she is the whole ass man. I think she knows that the world revolves around her. 'Cause I turned back and she was gone. I think she knows that this world revolves around her. 'Cause I turned my back and she was gone. 'Cause she's one close shit. Didn't even get a first name. Now crying shit. We had to go our separate ways. She's one close shit. Didn't even get a first name. Now crying shit. We had to go our separate ways. She's one close shit.
Thank you. This is our last song.
Sisyphus, but yeah, love is for you. It might be something a little different. So, it's when I met this lady of mine, my heart was beneath my toes. It just felt like I had known her my whole life. Yeah, that's when I knew love ain't shiny. It's deja vu. Girl, got another hour due. Doesn't mean we can't show up more too. Deja vu. Girl, got another hour due. Doesn't mean we can't share one more too. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce us to y'all, okay? To my left, all the way left, is Nicholas Hendricks on keys. To his right, Ice Krupinski on guitar. To his right, AJ Field behind me on kit. To his right, Alan Stewart on bass guitar. My name is Carter Boris. We're going to take it into the last part of this song. Here we go. special one for two. Oh, see, I know that smile better than mine is true. No, I don't know. Deja vu. No matter nothing I would do doesn't mean we can't show up for two. That's something I would do doesn't mean we can't show up for two. Of the night spent under the bathroom light, oh, I found myself picking out what don't seem right from others' eyes. How am I gonna be your friend when I can't love me too? Maybe I know you do. Maybe that's enough. I just wanna be your friend, but you can't love you too. Baby, of course I do. You be my friend. Another day, another friend I push away. Always on the shelf, brooding, far away from life, far from other lives. I'm not gonna be your friend when I can't love you too. Maybe I know you do. Maybe that's enough. And I just wanna be your friend, but you can't love you too. Do you know I do? Could you be my friend? That's gonna help me out on this one. Could you be my friend? 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 Thank you.
Hey, what's up? This is Mid Coast Volume 2, and that was Dogbad. The impeccable, the indestructible. They're incredible. Please, at home, snap your fingers, clap your hands. They're incredible. Hey, please sure to go to the description and donate to the Community Fridge. We really need to help them out. Let's just start off. You guys went through a roll call up there on stage, but I didn't catch all the names. What instruments do you play in your names?
Yes, so I'm Isaac. I play guitar.
I'm Carter. I also play guitar and I sing.
And I'm Nick, and I play the keys. And our beautiful friend AJ is on the stage helping take stuff down. He can join us in there.
We'll leave some AJ in
Yes.
here. All right, well, what's the inspiration behind the name Dogbad? I was listening to another interview you had where you said you made a spreadsheet. And then you
Yes.
added up to a vote. How did that work? What's the inspiration?
Yeah, so I live off spreadsheets, and that's how we had like a list of names and just kind of went by vote by kind of like by what emotions emit that those words in that order emitted, and Dogbad in that order just felt right to us that day, and now we're stuck with it, whether we like it or not. But no, it worked out very well. Do you have something to say about it?
We were almost the oscillating possums for like a second, and then we weren't.
There were a lot of opossum themed band names before Dogbad. I feel like too many.
I feel like Possum fits you guys oddly. But Dogbad is a good name, and words are important. I do feel pushing them together is good. It's very good. So, very important question. You ready? Buckle down. Who's the mom of the group?
Oh,
Already has the microphone.
yeah. I could be seen as the mother. Yes. Yeah.
When we play shows, I feel like Isaac's like always the one that's like collecting beer cans or like telling, like when we were like playing in attics, like he'd be like, no smoking up here. Like I don't know. It's
Yeah, everybody after this interview is done, we're all getting a water break so we can stay hydrated. So I'm concerned for the health of my boys.
Hey, you got to make sure. Stay hydrated, vitamins,
Yes.
Flintstone gummies. That's where it's at. Oh, yeah. So I understand, reading up on you guys, that you spent 2 years before releasing singles on Spotify. You toured, not necessarily toured, but you performed all over the Chicagoland area, Milwaukee, before you guys released Close Shave, Alligator Toes, and Deja Vu. I listened to those on Spotify. Hell yeah. And then you have a Vaporwave remix of Deja Vu.
Yeah,
That's
we
awesome.
do.
So yeah, where are the secret early recordings of Dogbad?
They're on. Are some of you on your Ellen? Some of you on your hard drive? And Carter and AJ has them all on the computer, and we're kind of conglomerating it all into this mess that will be our next album, and it's going to be great. We're looking forward to it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that has not seen the light of day. That's been made in the last 2 years, and stuff we're making now.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's how it goes, right? You make 1 million songs, and then only 2 really make it out to the public.
Yep, that is the ratio. Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's a great transition. You guys are coming out with a new album. When do you think that'll come out? Like sometime next year?
yes, sometime next year.
Future.
Future.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. This is Dogbad. This is Mid Coast, Volume 2.
Can AJ say something real quick?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
right-
yeah.
he's right here.
AJ, we are missing you.
Excuse me? What do I need to say? Hello.
This is AJ. AJ's
Hello,
incredible.
I'm AJ. I'm the drummer.
This is Volume 2. Thank you. This is Dogbad. Be sure to check them out on Instagram and Spotify, where they have the singles out: Close Shave, Alligator Toes, and Deja Vu. They have a new album in the works. Follow them on Instagram. Make sure you're there. And without further ado, our next act is Peroxide. Peroxide is a 4-piece punk band from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. True believers of the freaky and strong lovers of the wild. Peroxide is currently recording their debut album. Without further ado, Peroxide. Shh.
Something is not good for all the day. Low power, oh, shit, that's ain't no one I know, no one. Oh, God, being not so far. Oh, God, Can we get more bass and guitar and the monitor for the drummer? I don't know if that's I don't know. A little more of this. I don't know if this is professional. Can I get a little more of my vocals in the monitor? I'm not trying to fuck this up. I'm not. This song's called On the Vet. Feed out where you find out all this is no love. Oh, what partner could see all that's I say about all the outcast. Lost an opponent that they won't pull one like that on anyone. All types of social, all I know, all Man, we're doing the best we can. I promise. Sounds called Smoke the. Can't get the hammer, you can't get high. All time, so down on the 1 on the 9. All time, the 1 in the 4 on the 9. All time, the 6 is the sun on the 4 on the wall. Okay, cause I ain't on TV. Princess on the bottom one. Oh, I ain't. Oh, shit, on the bottom, man. And the penny gold. That's no way. Yes, I say. Oh, 1 ain't there. That's the second of the water now. Oh, shit, the bottom of the Thank you. Chicken sound. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, salalo. Dice celebrate. Oh, se quedó. Poca salame. He said, sitting low. Oh, shots on our faces, baby. Oh, what I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How, are you good? Oh.
Song's called Sweet Dream. It's easy to get nervous on stage, right? Through the internet? Oh. What's her name? What's her name? John? My name's Joey. We get a video of that quick? I got a tattoo of my band's name on the small of my back. And I'm 33 and I love the party. This song's called Sweat Dream. Thank you. You guys want to play one again? We're on Facebook, right? What's up, Facebook? Twister Sister. This song's called Twister Sister. we're fighting. So what happens ever? So the people in the house tonight that are here helping out with all this stuff, thank you very much, first of all. I guess that's it. Thank you very much. Shout out to our manager, Philip. From South Aurora, Indiana. Oh, you ever saw that? Turn shit. Welcome back. Welcome back. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. There. Try again. So it's been a pleasure to be here. We have one last song. It's called D-Beat. The song's called D-Beat. This song's called D-Beat.
It's a love on the shepherding. Oh, what a water the family. Oh, what a love in the water the time. Whoa, whoa, Paulina. How long's I said it, Khem? Oh, little pump. Independence. Oh, sulla lo lomba, buona fede. La luce okay. After the one jump. I don't want to eat afterwards. Oh, why? Come.
Oh yeah. Thank you. This is what's called boring. This song's called Boring. Yes, about we feel what all the wall always, all the every day, all the wall know, all the death of the say, all the one of the day. All the angels about we feel away, all the lots of all the war, all the lost they say, all the water, do the fuck around. No father, thank you. Let us separation, thank you. La, away. We want father, good. Only a one father, necessary. Hey, chicken, the low father alternative. This is, we say no one for the Lord. Oh, all the water, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, honor, oh, one father can shine on it. Okay, oh, let's get on the planet. So this is the last song. A lot of people ask me what the song's about in the email. My good friend Eric and in the email. What does it mean? The song's called Nipple. Oh, day, you know what? We said I left my day. Oh, God, but I did. Oh, they know what they're no. Hey. Yeah. I thought of, this is embarrassing on the internet. This song called Steel Speed from Brookfield.
second time. Knocking up on what you stand. All over that you want. Cause I ain't together. Your mama for second time. Your papa for second time. Knocking up on what she said. Oh, why your peace and no more. Forever is always a day. No one done. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. Rock and roll every day.
Hey, what's up? This is Mid-Coast Volume 2. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We are working through it currently. We appreciate your patience as an audience. We're going to update the equipment for next time. So, thanks again for being here. This is Peroxide. They tore it up on stage. And, hey, before we get on to the interview, I just want to say, hey, please go to the donation link in the description. We're halfway to our goal. $250. You guys are incredible. And please come back next time. The audio will be much better. So, Peroxide, what's everyone's names? What instruments do you play in the band?
I'm Joey. I sing in the band.
I'm Doc. I play guitar, or the six-string instrument in the band.
My name is Blot, and I play the drums.
Eric, bass.
Heck yeah. All right. So you guys are fairly new as a group, right? Only about a year or so. You have 2 singles out on Bandcamp.
We're like a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah.
How did you guys all connect?
These are my doggies. We're all doggies. These are my best friends right here. We connected because of music and punk shit and getting wild. And so like started off with Blind Night, and then these 2 doggies came on board because these are the people that I trust the most. So it's a 4-piece love affair.
Heck yeah, trust is so important when you're collaborating with somebody. You got to know that the ideas that you're putting down are going to be respected and put into the final project in some capacity. So I really feel that. What's your favorite song to perform and why?
A lot of people ask my friend Eric what the song was called. Nipple.
Yeah, we got a song Nipple. It was like the second last. You wanted to be the last, and I was like, nah. So second last song that you play or heard I don't know. I like that. What's your favorite song to play?
I don't know. I like them all. And fuck, I don't know. I like Sweat Dreams. That's a good one.
Stealing Speed from Brookfield. Stealing Speed from Brookfield is my favorite. It's got good bass lines.
Heck yeah, it's good that you all have different favorite songs. Keeps
That's
it
how you
lively.
know they're all good.
Hell yeah. So, what are some other music projects that you guys are all involved in?
Right now, this is my main focus. I was collaborating with a lot of people, and Peroxide, with quarantine and everything, you're kind of limited, but, just always making music and just doing that.
Yeah, I play in Holy Shit and Habitat for Insanity also.
I got shit called, I don't know, Gorilla Knife Fight, Prisoner Number 3, and Ducker and Heart.
Rock and roll never die.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Peroxide. Please give them a round of applause at home. Snap your fingers. Let them know that you care. Thank you for being here. This is Midcoast Volume 2. We're going to be getting some interesting acts up on the stage next. We're looking forward to it. Again, please go to the description and donate to support the Milwaukee Community Fridge. Thank you.
I don't know who is following us, but like during soundcheck, they sounded tight as fuck. So I'm looking forward to that. Got you.
Check, 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 check. Let's go. Hey guys, I just want to thank you all for watching tonight. I want to thank you for bearing with us amongst these, as I'm sure you can imagine, stressful times. We've definitely had a few troubles alongside this show, but we're going to keep it moving. So right now I've got two members of the Community Fridge with us tonight, the Milwaukee Community Fridge. We got Patea and Sarah with us tonight. And basically, the Community Fridge is what we're asking you guys to donate your money to as a main source tonight. So the Community Fridge aims to help fight food insecurity in Milwaukee. They don't discriminate. I mean, they've got a fridge open for people in need. It doesn't matter who you are. It's super important. I mean, people in Milwaukee need this. People in every city need this, but people in our city need this especially. They don't judge. It's free of judgment. It's free of racial bounds. It's free of every standard that might be set upon people. So we've got a few questions for the Community Fridge, and we're glad that they can join us tonight. So we'll get into that. Can you guys tell us just a little bit about the fridge and yourselves?
Okay, sorry. testing. So yeah, we actually didn't even know each other before we started this project. I think we just both had been like protesting over the summer and really looking for a way to like give back to the community and through mutual aid. And it can be frustrating to be on the streets and to feel like you're not making progress or wanting to put your efforts back into the community. And so we actually both saw on Instagram In Our Hearts, they're a nonprofit called A New World in Our Hearts, and they started the Community Fridge movement in New York, and it was only like a year old now, and they only had like one fridge, and now they have like over 150 fridges throughout like New York and New Jersey. So we actually both reached out to them and expressed interest in starting one in Milwaukee, and that's how they connected us to one another. And then from there, we just it was very grassroots. It was like we posted on Facebook, like, we need a fridge and we need a partnership, like a business to put it. And honestly, from there, the community just told us like where they think it should be, who they think that we should partner with. And it kind of just all fell into place with a lot of work. But, it was one of those things that once it got going, it was like, oh, we could see the need. And it's just kind of like the project fueled itself. So do you want to add anything?
Yeah, and it was a great way to really get connected with the community as well in another way that we might not have otherwise been. And through the collaboration of, finding each other and starting the project and then finding partners for the project and getting really involved in the community by being able to help them like that, it was really invigorating and kind of refreshing to be able to see change that we were being able to create in the way of fighting the food insecurity and providing fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that to the community that doesn't otherwise have a lot of access to that. And so it's been an awesome opportunity to be able to do that.
Also, I think that the pandemic brought so many things to light. And I think that one of the things that everybody can agree on is that everybody deserves food, access to fresh, healthy food, like without, it's not as accessible as it should be. And so I think when you go back to like your basic human rights, like just being able to eat is like, if people are falling short on that, like, there's work to be done. So.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, like, amongst the pandemic, like, how you guys have been dealing with that, and like just in general, like how the fridge is functioning, like how do you guys go day to day, stocking it up, etc.
I think one of the things that's cool about the fridge is that it is so like COVID friendly. I mean, it's open to the public 24/7. You genuinely don't have to interact with anybody when you're there. And we have obviously rules. We want people to wear masks, and when we're open, we have our volunteers sanitizing at least once a day, sanitizer station. So it's one of those things that we feel lucky that we're able to continue this project in the environment that we're in. It's COVID, because it is so hard to meet people's needs when you can't see people face to face. But the ambiguity of not having to see anybody is also kind of what makes it a comfortable space. Just knowing that when you go there, there's going to be nobody checking for proof of financial status or anything. It's just like, you need food, we got you, because everybody needs food. So.
And we also made sure to be in regulation with the food safety standards, and we checked with the health department and had a meeting with them, and made sure that everything that we have in the fridge is food safe, and we have guidelines of what we can and can't accept as well, so that we're making sure that everything that we have in the fridge that is accessible to the community is safe, and as well as with the safety procedures that we have in place as well. It's very COVID friendly as well.
So what makes the community fridge different than other food pantries around the city?
Yeah, that's okay. So what sets the community fridge apart from other maybe food pantries or organizations like that is usually there is, say, you have to go through to sign for a program, or you have to provide a certain financial status, or you have to go through another person to be able to access the foods. But with us, it is, we trust that, if you feel that you need food, then you can get food, and you don't have to interact with anybody at the fridge. And our motto is kind of like, take what you need and give what you can. So in that moment, if you need something, you can take something from the fridge, and maybe when you are more fortunate, you can leave something for your neighbor in the neighborhood or for another recipient of that. And so that's what kind of sets it apart, is it's very autonomous, and you can get what you need when you need it, and it's open 24/7 to the public.
That's it. She nailed that.
Great. Thank you guys for touching on that. I think it's definitely very informative for everyone watching. I hope there's people out there watching that, are in need of this, and by watching this, gain that insight, and they can go to the community fridge and they haven't been there before. I mean, this is why we're doing this show, amongst providing you guys great music, aside from some technical issues. I'm sure you guys are chuckling at home, but we'll get on that stuff. We're working on it. I do have some questions for you guys aside from like the community fridge. Like, do you guys like to cook, and like, what do you guys like to cook at home? Just to like get to know you guys a little bit aside from business.
Yes, we love food. That's actually one of the things that like brought us together, because we actually both are super interested in food. I work at like a food magazine, and I do take like food photography and food styling, and she works with like health at Ascension. So like use W extension, So yeah, that was definitely one of the things that drove us to want to do this, because it aligns with our passions. Like, we love food, and it's just really hard to come to terms with the fact that, for some people like us, or food can be an art and it can be a way of expression, but for other people, it's like you don't even have the access to it. So when it comes down to just like your basic needs, like, yes, we love to cook, but I think that there's some things that we love to tell people, which is that, like, you can make really good food with frozen food and canned food, and like anything that like we would never, anything that you get from our fridge and our pantry, like you could make a meal out of. And I think that there's a big stigma against, like frozen food or canned food, or, maybe not having access to like the freshest food, but like that really can't stop you from making like a really great, like, budget meals are bomb. Like, I love refried beans, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, you can make so many good meals with budget foods. And I think that the fridge and the pantry has a lot to offer when it comes to that. And we are actually hoping to get more into maybe talking about or providing ideas of what to use when we have certain, when we have an abundance of one ingredient, and so forth, so that people can, get inspired of how to use the food.
And another thing that is also important is like, because there are the 5 food groups and all of the different things that we need to eat like in a day, and by providing fresh fruits and vegetables, but we also have the pantry that's beside the fridge as well, with grains and things like that, and beans and other staples. when people go, they can get a little bit from each food group, and so they can kind of compose a meal with the things that they're getting as well, because that's a big thing that's important, is not only providing the food security but also the proper nutrition as well, and giving the variety that some people might not have had before. And it's been amazing to be able to provide that to the community.
I love that. Yeah, I love that you guys can, go ahead and also reach out and say, like, these are things that, or if you're going to, like, these are things that you could cook with these food items that we provide. Not to put you on the spot, but what would be like your favorite budget meal that you might create with canned food or, frozen food?
Okay, for me, it's going to be stir fry or burritos because, like I said, I'm big into beans. So if you have anything frozen in your freezer, like frozen veggies, and that's one of those things too that it's like you can make it vegan friendly. If you have some chicken, throw it in there, whatever you have. But then like canned sauces, like there was a time in my life when I was living on like simmer sauces, like curries, like anything that you can throw in a pan, like I love a good one pot meal. And I think if you have enough just different textures and you hit those food groups, like it's good. So stir fry and burritos, that's me.
Yeah. Another like staple in my household would be like something like tuna casserole, because you can get like the canned tuna and also like the canned green beans. And if you have pasta, you can pretty much take a couple of other essentials and put that together in one pan, and you have a meal for the entire family in just, however long it takes to cook that. But also another staple that I might say would be soup, because you can really make so many different types if you have like lentils or rice or beans, and you can have that protein, and then you can add vegetables to it, and you can really make a hearty and diverse meal with all of the different food groups in it, and very easily and on a budget as well, because you can use a lot of canned or dried items too to fulfill that.
Sweet. Well, there you have it, guys. We've got the Milwaukee Community Fridge with us. We're going to thank them very kindly for being here tonight. I hope you guys can donate. Please go ahead and do that. We got the links on the screen for you in the bio. You can go to the Instagram Milwaukee Community Fridge. You can go to their Facebook, etc. It's all out there for you. And above all, like if you're in need, please go to the Milwaukee Community Fridge and go seek those resources, because they are out there for you. So with further ado, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back, and we have Theykhem up next. We're excited to provide you some audio that's not so shitty, so thank you guys. Sweet. It wasn't bad, guys. It was good.
Sorry for the sweaty hands.
No, you're good. You're good. You guys are good. Don't worry about it. Only worried about the shit.
Hello, LGBTQ. We good? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Hello, I am Theykhem. Thank you for tuning in to Mid-Coast Volume 2, Theykhem Edition. I use they and he pronouns, and thank you for sharing space with me. Even if it's just virtual space, I like to create space that is beyond binaries, beyond limits, and I really want it to feel like a dream. And whatever you may be needing lately, like a friend, a boyfriend, I'm trying to be them tonight. All right. So I'm gonna give the gays what they want. This is Temptations by Ravina. Miss Temptation, I don't think you know you keep me waiting. I know you like to take it slow. persuasive. Miss Temptation. I wish that I had your body. I'm envious of your curves. And in my dreams I can feel your softness. Get lost in your head of curves. Miss Temptation, I don't think you know you keep me waiting. I know you like to take it slow. Miss Temptation, you never let it show. So persuasive. Miss Temptation. You always tell me that you're lonely. You wanna open up to me. What a bloom, what better garden. Let's go a garden. And don't hesitate. And if there's something you want, love, don't let me wait. Don't hesitate. If there's something you want, love, don't let me wait. Miss Temptation, you never let it show. So persuasive. Miss Temptation.
Yeehaw! Awesome. This next song is Not Your Boy Girl. It discusses desirability politics and dating as a cutie pock.
I keep on praying that someone will put on the clothes and shape my jaw down to the letter V for valid, vivacious, for vividly, the one that keeps you up at night. I keep on praying my tummy gets tucked in all the right places. God forgot to erase. I keep on praying that you would still wanna hold me and make me a dream boy fantasy. I keep on praying that I taste like the sweetest strawberry honey. Lavender, the blonder, the sweeter. Do you really love me, or have you just caught fever? And I keep on thinking and praying and hoping I'm not saying too much. And I just keep thinking and praying and hoping my nectar is sweet enough for you. I just keep thinking and saying I'll be here till the end for you. But what about you? I'm up late and I wanting to be pretty for you, just for you to leave me on red. My lips painted the color red. I am an experience, so don't give a fuck about my appearance. Okay, so I might be lying, but what's so wrong with that? If I'm not skinny, does that
drinking milk in light colored eyes. I'm tired of always asking why. And you don't know me, you don't know how to touch me either. I guess you just have fever. Sexy. All right. And then this next one is a song I wrote quite a few days ago. Shout out to Angel for helping me write this while we were drunk. And yeah, this is called T for T. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hey guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying Khem's performance. Just wanted to give a quick bio here. So Theykhem is a 22-year-old Milwaukee local trans, non-binary lesbian artist, singer, and songwriter. Khem loves to create and share spaces of raw feelings, warm queer intimacy, love, and liberation beyond the binary. And with further ado, we're going to continue the performance here. You can go ahead and hit up Theykhem's SoundCloud for all the songs that they've released so far. And please go ahead and donate to Theykhem as well. They've got a donation link as well, so you guys should be able to see that on the screen or in the description. Thank you guys. We're going to continue the performance here.
Your lips touch mine, and our stars align. Do you mean it when you say that I'm not just a comet, and our love isn't common? You whisper your mind, lips taste like wine. Got no time to batter, I'll take you to Saturn. I got nothing to lose as long as you see me like how I see you. Damn, I just wanna feel like the sun feels when she kisses the moon's lips. When my hands down your hips, I just wanna love you like lips. Sun reflects the color honey in your eyes. Flower in your hair got me losing my words like I admit I've been dreaming about the dress makes you wanna feel your skin, wanna feel your lips. Butterflies in my mind, butterflies in my mind. Who gives a fuck about biology? I just wanna know if you're coming on to me, or if you wanna be on me, or if you wanna be under me. My love, my stars, you look like moonlight, sunlight, twilight. So will you meet me at twilight? And you ask me, oh, why? I just thought that we could fly to Venus together. And we fly to Venus, and we can just exist there, and we could maybe kiss it over and over. Till I wake and I realize I've been dreaming, falling for princesses.
Cool. All right, this last song is this is my most popular song. This is a banger. Are we good? Okay. I actually wrote this song pre-pandemic because I have depression. but it's depression, but it's like kind of groovy. So this is in my own room. Okay, man.
When I wake up, it's so hard for me to get out of bed every time. And when I get up, working 9 to 5, I just fly back to my room, lay down and cry. I just want to go back home, but I'm not sure where home is. I cannot sleep, but I'm so tired. Snoozing, it takes place. Leave me alone in an empty room all by myself. No talking, no thinking. I'm tired, but no sleeping in my own room. Please leave me alone. No talking, no thinking. Wait, when's the last time that I ate? And I know this is unhealthy, but I just cannot help it. And how do I get this computer to work? This fucked up system needs some work. My generations ain't supposed to be good at technology, but low key, I'm running my life according to my own strategy and my own rules. To stay, no talking, no thinking. Tell me how I'm supposed to be sad, lonely, insane. Hello, it's me, your internet boyfriend. Is I your virtual date friend? All I do is spend my time online, 1-800 plastic baddies, brown eyes. Why does motherboard text me now? Black, brown, envious generation, shut shit down. Don't wanna be soft and patient, air 4-4, system done waiting. My mental state is like withering flowers. The moon is where I harvest my own magical powers. Moon piece of power, the past 4 hours go by too quick. I am the soul of the thousand roses, milk, honey, salt, wine. White men are a waste of time. And my own room is where to stay. No talking, no thinking. Tell me how the fuck am I supposed to be depressed, gay, and sane? In my own room, to stay. In my own room.
Yo, Khem just killed that shit. We're gonna get this quick interview in real quick here. So yeah, we're gonna take a seat. We got the mic to your left, Khem. We're gonna take a nice little seat here. Try not to break the phone in my back pocket, but we're good. So how did you feel up there? It sounded really good compared to everything else going on here. So how did you feel up there? We got a mic right there for you.
Hello. Hi. Yeah. It felt good. It was good. Like groovy, no thoughts, just groovy.
Right in the zone.
Absolutely.
Right where you belong, right?
Absolutely.
So your work has this like great dream-like quality to it.
Thank you.
What genre or genres do you like try to employ when you're creating music?
Oh, that's such an interesting question. It's kind of like 24/7 lo-fi beats to study to, but it's also like I don't know, it's really groovy, it's kind of funky. I guess a little R&B. Yeah, I'm just kind of giving the gays what they want.
Just kind of a blend of different things that you've kind of grown up listening to.
Yeah.
Right. I think I would kind of identify myself in the same boat. I mean, it's
Really?
kind of hard to really genre define these days, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many different genre bending artists out there. So I feel like
For
you would
sure.
fall into that kind of category.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you describe your songwriting process to be like?
Oh, it's kind of different for each one. So, like Not Your Boy Girl was very cathartic. I was so over this awful white hipster man, and if he's watching this, no, but seriously, sometimes it's cathartic, and I do it immediately after like I'm like pissed or I'm hurt or or I'm like laying in my room sad as fuck, and I was like, in my room would be lit.
So definitely very like experience driven. Like
yeah, it's literally just like in the moment.
Just like however you're feeling, you're reflecting, and you're gonna write that shit down, or are you like, you reflect when you're creating a song?
Well, I used to do poetry before, like spoken word, before I like really got into songwriting.
Okay.
So I guess it kind of starts like poetry writing.
Yeah. What would you say the future holds, as far as an album, as far as Theykhem goes? I mean, as far as the music career, I mean, what's in store? What can we expect?
I I was supposed to release an EP in 2020, and I'm hoping to collaborate with more artists while getting connected through Midcoast. And since I'm like part of the Midcoast team now, I feel like I'm gonna meet a bunch of new people. And I hope to release more music and this year to be on Spotify, hopefully. And you can stream all my music on SoundCloud.
We'll have to get the collab in the works.
For sure, yeah.
We definitely do. Okay, so this is kind of an off-kilter question for you.
Okay.
If you could smoke with any artist, living or dead,
Oh,
who would that artist be?
Oh my god. Me. No, I'm just kidding. That's
Yourself.
No. I think so it would either be, I'm gonna say like 5. Like Utsara Hikaru, she sang the theme for Kingdom Hearts, and she's kind of a MILF. No, she's amazing. She's an amazing artist. Utsara Hikaru, Yeji, Bree Runway, Rina Sawayama, or actually, I'm gonna list 4.
Yeji is a favorite of mine, so I mean,
Yeji, if you're watching this, please.
I'm there with you.
I'm on
so.
my knees.
All right, guys. I mean, that's the interview that we have with Theykhem tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We're glad that you could be a part of this show. Once again, I just want to thank everyone involved. I want to thank everyone watching tonight. We appreciate your patience. I mean, this stuff is so crucial during times like COVID. I mean, once COVID ends, we're gonna be having live shows here. So y'all stick around with us. This is something that isn't gonna come to an end anytime soon.
For sure. Mariah Carey. I just thought of a good one.
And we'd love to have you back, Khem. we're gonna keep rotating these artists. I need you guys all at home and everyone watching to go ahead and follow Khem. Link is in the description in the bio. Khem has a recent project that is in the works, and go peep the SoundCloud as well. Thank you guys.
What's up, y'all? My name is Trinity Grace. I want to give a special thanks to the Cooperage and Midcoast for having me. Oh shoot, okay, there's a water bottle. If you feel inclined to donate, definitely do that as well. I'm gonna jump into the first track. First one is On Fire for You.
No one can top you, even if they tried. You're so good to me.
Like in the words.
Makes me wanna cry. Oh, the flames from within, burning away all my sins. I found you in time, and now all I do is win. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I can feel it in my bones, I know in my heart. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I can feel it in my bones, I know in my heart. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I'm feeling the best that I've ever been. I'm getting used to joy instead of depression. Oh wow, flames from within, burning away all my sins. I found you in time, and now all I do is win. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I can feel it in my bones, I know in my heart. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I can feel it in my bones, I know in my heart. I'm on fire for you. 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 I can feel it in my bones, I know it in my heart. I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. Oh, I'm on fire for you. I'm on fire for you. I can feel it in my bones, I know in my heart. Oh, I'm on fire for you. I can feel it in my bones, I know in my heart. I'm on fire for you.
That's like my favorite song off of the newest album, so definitely go check that out. Can I get a little bit more of the track in the monitors, please? Thank you. This next one is called Memory, and it is about, you know, when you're like focused on that one person, sticking in, like you want to be on their mind. Yeah, that's what this song is about. Can I get more track, please?
Am I a face to remember? Can you spell my name by every letter? Am I hot or cold weather? Do I make your life better? Do I cross your mind? Or do I waste your time? I can't tell if the feeling is mutual. At this point, it's getting unusual. Is it memorable? Is it memorable? I wanna be the one you too loud. I wanna stick in your head like a memory. Are you surprised when I reach out? You remember the sound when you feel it deep. It rings out too loud. I wanna stick in your head like a memory. Are you surprised when I reach out? Or is it normal to text me too now? Do you feel the same amount of doubt? Ooh, I don't like to base things on a past person's fate. If it's wrong, I just hope the feeling is mutual. At this point, it's getting predictable. Is it memorable? Is it memorable? I wanna be the one you remember now. When you hear the bass, you remember the sound. When you feel it deep, it rings out too loud. I wanna stick in your head like a memory. I wanna be the one you remember now. When you hear the bass, you remember the sound. When you feel it deep, it rings out too loud. I wanna stick in your head like a memory. You hear the bass, I want a memory. Hear the bass.
Thank you. Okay, this next one is a little bit scary, all right? It's called Ghost.
I'm like a ghost, yeah. Nobody can see me. Nobody even knows I'm there until I start singing. Yeah, I'm like a ghost, yeah. Nobody can feel me. And when I reach out, they freak out. Can anybody hear me screaming? Screaming for an answer. Let me out of this hazard of a body. I'm covered in flesh, trying to let go. I carry my soul, but I'm a ghost, oh. Let me out, I might need a coat, yeah. I've been feeling cold, yeah. Yeah, I'm like a ghost bird, yeah, I'm white like snow, yeah. I got too much flesh, I've been feeling too exposed. But that's what I wanted, I'm done feeling haunted by everything that I know, yeah. All that I wanted was to make things mine. Too many plans and never enough time. One on my way, we could wait your design. But that was my mistake, these are a sign of the time. Yeah, slow it down on me, wow, we getting close. Soon enough we will bow down. You already know, yeah, screaming for an answer. Let me out of this hazard of a body. I'm covered in flesh, trying to let go. I carry my soul, but I'm a ghost, oh. Let me out, I pray that I'll make it out alive. They don't know me, they don't know why. They don't know how to survive. They can't find the light. But I'm the light to survive, to stay alive. I'm compromised, it's not surprise, won't let you die from overdose. drive. Just trust me, I'm leading. Stop crying, I'm pleading before you. I'm healing. Can you hear me screaming? Can anybody hear me screaming? Screaming for an answer. Let me out of this hazard of a body. I'm covered in flesh, trying to let go. I carry my soul, but I'm a ghost. Oh, let me out. Okay, this next one. Funny story. I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. Okay, so for this next one, I was having a conversation with a friend. All right, and my songwriting process. A lot of the time, I'm just having conversations. Somebody will say something, I will say something, and I'll be like, "Song idea. I'm taking that. Hopefully, you didn't copyright it." And then I take it and I use it. So the title of this next one is called "A Little Mystery Never Hurt Nobody." And yes, I'm the one who said it. Go ahead. Who I made up in multiple dreams is who you are. Well, that's what it seems. I don't really know what it all means, but you are such an angel. You are so different from everyone else. I love to tell you how I felt, but these are just the cards I'm dealt. I wish that I just tell you, 'cause you are such an angel. But then again, you're still a stranger. A little mystery never hurt nobody. I'm not sorry. A little mystery never hurt nobody. I kinda want you, but I will never tell the truth. A little mystery. A little mystery never hurt nobody. A little mystery. A little mystery never hurt nobody. Who I made up in multiple dreams is who you are. Well, that's what it seems. I don't really know what it all means, but you are such an angel. You are so different from everyone else. I love to tell you how I felt, but these are just the cards I'm dealt. I wish that I just tell you, 'cause you are such an angel. But then again, you're still a stranger. A little mystery never hurt nobody. My fears are undercover, I'm not sorry. A little mystery never hurt nobody. I kinda want you, but I will never tell the truth. A little mystery. A little mystery never hurt nobody. You're supposed to be singing this from your house, by the way. Eli Stone. Shout out to Eli Stone.
All of the things that you're doing to me, testing my patience and ruining me. Angels and demons be battling up in my conscience. Yeah, closer I get, it gets harder to see. Feels like you constantly bothering me. Putting myself in this place, but I know I won't stop this. Yeah, how many times they gon' give out excuses and act like this shit never happened? 'Cause I can't forget all the sin that you placed in our love, got me feeling so damaged. I fell for your mystery, thought that I managed, and said that it won't hurt my body. Pulling my strings like a puppet, that's why I be off of them drugs like a zombie. Yeah, yeah.
A little mystery. A little mystery never hurt nobody. A little mystery. A little mystery never hurt nobody.
Thanks. All right, I think we've arrived to the last song. Again, I want to thank Midcoast to Cooperage for having me. This next one is called Take Me Home. So let's take us home. Wow, so fitting. Okay.
Running in the opposite direction, it's not fun. I guess what I wanted was some attention, none. none of that was your affection. No, I'm numb. Falling apart as we're on this cosmos. Small to me, but big to you is all. On and on and on and on and on. I can't go on. I can't go on. Ooh. Take me home. 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 Tears, you catch my tears and you defeat sorrow for years. I've gone away, but there's no tomorrow till it's here. I have no fear. Open my ears to hear it. Falling apart as we're on this cosmos. Small to me, but big to you is all. On and on and on and on and on. I can't go on. I can't go on. Take me home. 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 Take me home.
Little breakdown.
Take me home. 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 Take me home.
Thank you.
Give it up for Trinity Grace. She just graced the stage there for everyone there. She is an independent artist based in Milwaukee. Her journey began back in 2016 after releasing her first single with her producer and father, DJ Manny. Over the past couple years, she has dabbled in pop, trap, EDM, and R&B, but has made an impact as she made her way into the alternative pop scene. Here we have Trinity Grace with us on the couch of light tonight, you know. So you just released your sophomore album, Trinity, titled Exposed in 2020. How was the process of creating that album for you? And how is it different from your first album?
I can tell you right now that the first album, I was just looking to get something out. The second one, I really took my time. I produce all my own music, so I really took my time with every detail, I guess, which was dope. So I guess it was more lengthy. It was more tedious. It was more fun. It was more me than the first project. So
Right, I can attest to that. I mean, I'm a singer and songwriter as well, but I don't produce my own work. So mad props for you for, go ahead and doing that yourself. I mean, it takes a lot of fucking talent to go ahead and produce and sing and songwrite. I mean, it's a lot going on there. What's your favorite and with that least favorite part of, this line of work in making music?
my favorite, there's a lot of good things. I think probably my favorite would be performing. I feel like I can go on there and like forget where I am and like, I don't know, do my thing, I guess.
Right.
So I think that, like I mean, now, we're playing to the cameras, but I mean,
Right.
I've been to shows where I've only played to 4 people and, we could have people and it was like one of the best shows, like
Right.
it's really about how you, like, I guess do with it what, like, I don't know what the saying is, but yeah, basically like,
Feel the vibes and
Yeah,
just,
like-
just connect with what you can.
Yeah.
You're
do
in
what
your
you
own.
can, I guess.
You're in your own mindset, so
Right.
just feeling the vibes.
Yeah, so I think that's my favorite part. My least favorite part, I think maybe the competitiveness. I feel like I'm one to like always like build up and see potential in people, and like people who are always just trying to like one up people and like be better than everyone else. I'm just trying to help you. Like I love helping people. Like I love giving equipment to people who are less fortunate than me or whatever it may be. Like I think maybe that's my least favorite is just trying to like the competitiveness, trying to be better than everybody else.
Right.
I don't like people like that.
I feel that, yeah. I mean, that's what Midcoast is all about right here, is uplifting everyone. So we're trying to give that platform for young, talented artists out here.
Yes.
What's your most memorable fam moment?
Oh, yes. Okay. So I played a show. I went to Golden Meyer in Milwaukee for elementary and middle school. And I went back last year, actually, around this time, to do a show. I was like, hey, like, the kids are probably want to break from school. Let me do a show for you guys. And they're like, yeah, for sure. Like, we'd love to have you back. And so I had already knew like a lot of people or whatever. And this girl, like one of my old math teachers, brought her up to me. She was like shaking. And I'm like, girl, I'm a human. Calm down, And she's like, can I follow you on Instagram? And I'm like, yeah, girl, I'll follow you back. She's like, oh my gosh, really? I'm like, yes, girl. And she like asked for a hug. I'm like, I'm a human. Like, give me a hug, And I think I was like, these people act like I like didn't go to school here like 2 years ago, like.
Right.
So I think that like I'm always like, oh, that was cute. I wonder what she's doing now.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to whatever.
Yeah. Shout out to you if you're
Shout
watching.
out to you. If you're out there watching. Hope you're doing well. What's the best advice that another artist gave to you, in terms of the music or in terms of life, I guess?
So I interned at this thing called the Grace Weber's Music Lab, and I've gotten the chance to talk to Grace herself and Be Free, who is like the director or coordinator or something like that. And they have really been helpful in giving me insight on building a brand, I guess. And Be Free was one of the first people to tell me like you should get Facebook, because I suck at Facebook. I actually really hate Facebook. And she's like, you should get it for marketing. And I've gotten, opportunities from Facebook that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And so I think her giving me them and, learning a lot from the lab, I guess, but specifically Be Free, she has given me like a lot of helpful tips on like building my brand and staying consistent on social media and having all the social medias and staying connected with people. And she's been in the game for a lot longer than I have, so I trust her. So yeah, I think her.
Sweet. Shout out to Be Free and
Shout out to Be Free
and Grace Weber
Love
for
her.
dropping that knowledge.
Yes.
Aside from music, do you have any interests or hobbies or anything you'd like to share that you find yourself spending time in or dabble with?
Yeah. I mean, music is my whole life, so like it's hard when somebody asks me like what my hobbies are, because like that is my hobby, you know. But I'm also really involved with my church. I grew up Christian. I am Christian, so I'm always like, I play guitar actually for them. I sing for the youth. So like I'm still bringing my music stuff.
Yeah,
over
throwing in
there.
the music. Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Anywhere-
fuck with music, but it's all music. Like,
right. Like everywhere I go. So yeah, I spend like if I'm not doing music, I'm like at church and like volunteering and playing music and stuff.
right. So I mean, it's within you. Like,
Right, it's
you
just-
can't find yourself not not
like-
spending time doing it.
Yeah, like I don't know what I actually don't know what I'd be doing. If I wasn't here tonight, like what would I be doing? Watching TikTok maybe?
Yeah.
Like any like chance I get to do music, I'm gonna do it. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, thank you. You had a great performance tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming here and gracing the stage. Everyone at home, give it up for Trinity. Up next, we got FTBK, FredTheBlackKid. Fred is an artist. I'm sorry, FTBK, formerly known as Fred, is an artist from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and is 22 years old. He has been songwriting, mixing, and mastering for almost 2 years since he started making music. In the short span of 2 years, he has performed in different venues in Wisconsin, his biggest being Freakfest in Madison, Wisconsin. Shout out Freakfest. As an artist, FTBK offers listeners the chance to connect with him through his songs. He focuses on depicting his life through the stories that he tells in every track. With further ado, here is FTBK.
What's up? I'm FredTheBlackKid. I go by FTBK. So, I'm gonna be performing a couple songs, but really quick, I just wanted to say, like, it's amazing to be here at the Cooperage in Milwaukee with Midcoast, with amazing artists. It was amazing, like, watching all of these artists. Like, I do hip hop and a little bit of singing, but to see other artists do other things and like excel at that was amazing. But let's get into the songs. And here's the first one. It's called Live Good. Yeah. So many people want to live good. What it costs them when they get it good? How many people want to stay up late? Push a date, God, you bet I'm living for it. Cause I got big dreams, but I roll with a little team. Cause some niggas fell off. I hope they eating good. I know them bleachers would hold me back if I didn't get up and blow your sneakers away and pave the road that I'm walking. I'm talking to my fate and hoping that the lake ain't the only water I see. I SCE you later. I got somewhere else to be. Cause so many people want to live good. What it costs them when they get it good? How many people want to stay up late, push a date, God, you bet I'm living for it. Cause I got big dreams, but I roll with a little team. Cause some niggas fell off, I hope they eating good. But don't go running from the hard times, they coming too fast like a long line. Don't wait, gotta get away from the mindset that you only pop in when you gon' sign it. Haters not invited, we at the table, we vibing. Cause we chose to go and do it, but you still out here deciding. Yeah. Yeah, I can't dance if you haven't noticed. I cannot dance, but it's okay. We're gonna have a good night. Yeah. The second half of the song is about walking down this road, doing music, pursuing what you want to do. And the path that I've been walking, feeling lonely, goddamn. And the ones you really trust ain't around when you need help without a plan. Man, the path that I've been walking, feeling lonely, goddamn. And the ones you really trust ain't around when you need help without a plan. But I keep my head up, good luck with what you face. I'm looking at their back and the fact they all fall away. Like here the seasons come, I watch them fall like leaves down from the tree. Another one that I get to reminisce about in a dream. But hold on, I wasn't ready. I think we had a couple schemes that we'd achieve and then they throw in some confetti. But forget it, guess we're headed our separate ways. But hoping that these roads that we walking will meet again. Meet again. Somewhere down the road. And maybe we'll grow together again. So that was Live Good. The second song I will be doing is, dang, I forgot my own set list. Let's play the song. Oh, this one's called Cruise. Yeah, all of these are unreleased songs, man. Like I forgot about that. And this one wasn't produced by me, but the rest of these are. Totally forgot about that, but here we go. Yeah, riding downtown, but a classic, yeah. They don't make them like this no more. Running fast like I never heard of traffic, yeah. Push the pedal down and kiss that flow. Got a few road bumps, but the ride so smooth. Little road rage, but the mind all cool with a life. I'm a fool, cause I gotta keep this shit on cruise, cause I'm always in the city. Getting lost in the sounds with the seesaw back and the rooftop down. We ain't looking for trouble, but they don't like this crowd. Songs on blast and the beats on loud. Let the dogs out the pound for the day. Watch them chasing after cats while the cats are chasing rats. While the rats are chasing cheddar, but it's headed for my hat. Gotta get this money just to give it right back, cause this life always hits so good when I've been out here riding. But I could see you sitting in my passenger seat. Come inside till the night come in and the sun go out. Never gonna slow down. Baby, hold my weight. Got that go come in and wait. Bill collecting, call my phone out. I'm sewing up my face, giving out the scene. Yellow cut, I'm done for the day. On the road, red and blue, trying to stop me from my place. Like, hello, officer, I'll explain. But my girl at home waiting, that's why I didn't use my brakes. I mean, could you cut a cake? He's the same for the judge, huh? Told that nigga have a nice day, cause I ain't got time for taking more than I give. Rather take a chance and slowing down for a pig. They been getting on my ass ever since I was a kid. I've been out here acting out, it's time to flip the script, cause I'm really trying to live. I mean, what else should I do when the body's piling up? The system tell you to lose. I've been looking in the mirror every time I check the news. Here's a news flash, it's time to pay up your dues, cause let me tell you, this life always hits so good when I've been out here riding. But I could see you sitting in my passenger seat. Come inside till the night come in and the sun go out. Never gonna slow down. Baby, hold my weight. Is that mom? Is that mom? Is that mom? Yeah. So that was Cruise. And now the next song I'm gonna go into is called Sidewalk. That song is about how I wanna please everybody, but I'm getting real sick and tired of everybody walking all over me. And so I feel like a sidewalk. And I know everyone at home can relate to that. You got people that just walk on you and you just wanna stick up for yourself. So I hope this song inspires you. Also, I produced this beat too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You good, friend? Really sick and tired of getting walked on. A lot of people treat me like a sidewalk. I can never say whatever I want. They be like, shut up, get back to what I want. They wanna lie to my face like I can't see. Every time they out here acting, probably why they all pretend. Bitches so Barbie and niggas supposed to be king. Really sick and tired of getting walked on. A lot of people treat me like a sidewalk. I can never say whatever I want. They be like, shut up, get back to what I want. They wanna lie to my face like I can't see. Every time they out here acting, probably why they all pretend. Bitches so Barbie and niggas supposed to be king. Let me catch a break, maybe catch a vibe, then a ride when I come down out of space. I've been up for too long, no O2, and I really mean it when I say I need you on my face. Call up my phone, like what did you want? Don't know how to respond, now I'm a bad guy cause I wanted a date of my own. Shit, guess nobody know. I'm really sick and tired of getting walked on. A lot of people treat me like a sidewalk. I can never say whatever I want. They be like, shut up, get back to what I want. They wanna lie to my face like I can't see. Every time they out here acting, probably why they all pretend. Bitches so Barbie and niggas supposed to be king. Getting kinda tired going back and forth, like running up the score when I had the board. Now I let you in the game and you blew it. Really hard for the swallow, but I gotta chew it. You ain't gotta prove none of me, don't hold on to weed, cause I got myself like a one-man team like Uno. Those traits, see ya, you won't ever make a fool of me. I'm just so really sick and tired of getting walked on. A lot of people treat me like a sidewalk. I can never say whatever I want. They be like, shut up, get back to what I want. They wanna lie to my face like I can't see. Every time they out here acting, probably while they all pretend. Bitches so Barbie and niggas supposed to be king. Really sick and tired of getting walked on. Lot of people treat me like a sidewalk. I can never say whatever I want. They be like, shut up, get back to what I want. They want a lot in my face like I can't see. Every time they out here acting, probably like they all pretend. Bitches so Barbie and niggas supposed to be king. All right, I'm starting to get tired. I was shivering before I got up on stage, now I'm sweating, and I can't breathe. But this next song is called High Beams, and right now I feel like I'm in the high beams. But it's about when you try to give something up, but it just keeps finding its way back to you. And every single time it does, you feel like a deer in the headlights. So yeah, this is High Beams. Also, whoever's water this is, I'm taking you. Okay. I can't remember the last time she hit my phone for the weed. I'm home for the week. I'm hoping to roll with a moment of ease. I'm hoping to flow like a smoke in the breeze when I'm right in my zone. Nigga. Don't fuck with my high. Stay by my lonely. I ride so low with the high beams on me. Remember the last time she hit my phone for the weed. I'm home for the week. I'm hoping to roll with a moment of ease. I'm hoping to flow like a smoke in the breeze when I'm right in my zone. Nigga. Don't fuck with my high. Stay by my lonely. I ride so low with the high beams. Speak with the trees when I chop that beat. And I hold my tongue when they press their teeth. Man, I hate that. Got me yelling out God with a faith that. Gotta beat all y'all with a placemats. And I'm running on E, but the foot on gas. I don't know where the goddamn brake at. Pops bringing out the bell like, oh shit. Now I'm crying in my room with a clutch bitch. And I miss my friends, but I never hit the gram. Now I'm bringing up the heat, so I need a couple fans. Like only once I gotta do it wrong. I might lie and say I'm doing right. Try my best to give you what you want. Dirty punks can make for better nights. If you want that, better pay the price. I can't remember the last time she hit my phone for the weed. I'm home for the week. I'm hoping to roll with a moment of ease. I'm hoping to flow like smoke in the breeze when I'm right in my zone. And don't fuck with my high. Stay by my lonely. I ride so low with the high beams on me. That Motorola stolen. My motor run out potent. You caught up in my headlights. Still you out Sunday strolling. That whip brand new, but you fall for the same old tricks. The man tell you like Sandman, can I sleep? I roll for cash, I play for keeps. Hop on the deal and I cook a beat. Like such a bitch, but her pussy sweet. I can't complain cause I slay the weed. Every day I'm counting hours in a minute I eat. And all my homies got the power, gotta pick up the speed. It's like I'm living a dream, but think I'm seeing a dream. Cause all these red lights try to stop me roaming the street. But I be rolling too clean, I get to turning them green, oh yeah. Remember the last time she hit my phone for the weed. I'm home for the week. I'm hoping to roll with a moment of ease. I'm hoping to flow like smoke in the breeze when I'm right in my zone. Don't fuck with my high. Stay by my lonely. I ride so low with the high beams on me. Remember the last time she hit my phone for the weed. I'm home for the week. I'm hoping to roll with a moment of ease. I'm hoping to flow like smoke in the breeze when I'm right in my zone. Don't fuck with my high. Stay by my lonely. I ride so low with the high beams on me. So that was High Beams. The next song, I need to bring up my friend and the person who actually inspired me to start producing and taking this shit to myself. His name is Mikey, aka Young Sum. And we're gonna be performing this new song we just dropped today called Mucho Mango. You got anything to say about it?
Yeah, we made it in like a day, and yeah, it's just fun to make, and it's meant to be played in very loud in the car.
Yeah.
So if you want to crank the master. Not kidding.
Oh no, I hope I don't fall. Give me that mucho mango. Yeah. Give me that mucho mango. Yeah. Give me that mucho mango. Give me that mucho mango.
Yeah.
Give me that
Hey,
mucho mango.
ice on the bands, ice on the dance with the bad bitch, booty so big, got a package. I just want M's on the matches. Everything comes with a passage. Everything comes with a price tag. I don't want to think twice, but I might just. I don't want to be nice in the construct. I don't want to think twice, but I might.
I'm in a comedy act, I'm bombing these raps like goddamn nigga want the quality back, but it's
all good in my hood.
Money coming right, making moves, Joe, bitch, I got a bitch, no park. Man, I'm climbing to the stars, got my plane in the head like
good night.
When I spit, you gotta keep the shades on, nigga, future looking damn bright. Give me that mucho mango. Give me that mucho mango. Give me that mucho mango. Give me that mucho mango.
Yeah,
that was mucho mango.
It's like a minute long, but yeah, it just came out today. So just look up Mucho Mango and it'll pop up. So
when we made that song, Mikey looked back and he said, I think we just made a TikTok hit. So
go use it on TikTok. Get those royalties up.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mikey. So for my last song, I have to tell a backstory. Hold on. So as we live in this pandemic, we've been relying a lot on the people around us to stay safe, but we've also been relying on our government to come through for us, you know, with money, you know, safety. But within this past year, I've seen a lot. And one thing I noticed, besides the police brutality that happened in my own city, and none of those people were held accountable. Another thing was, I remember seeing on Twitter that we were gonna get $1,200 instead of $600. And I was like, oh, finally, man, like I'm gonna get some money. You know, it's gonna help out a lot. Then I woke up the next day, found out it's $600. And you know, I'm still grateful for it, but I was just like, man, I need that $1,200. So going into making this song and making this beat, I had that within mind. And I heard this horn sample, and I was just like, oh, it's over. So this is American Dream. Yeah.
Don't talk to me about a land of the free. Yeah. I'm the home of the brave until everybody's free. The prophecy, hypocrisy, no, it's 2021 and I'm done with all the bureaucracy. Fed up with the ones in office, officers of homicides to look at us like roaches, the water poison with pesticides. I shift the tide, the modern Moses, the darker skin. But down the line, the writing told me the melanin was never existing. Instead, we depicting the fairest of skins in these places they never been. Got me asking who to blame, who to came and conquered all. It's America, KKK, where the corporations rain, cry them tears and watch them fall. Say more that you wishing, and if you catch your 2 cents, it's too radical, don't think it. I'm just an artist, but come on, man. I'm trying to feed my wallet from these signings, no deposits into my bed, and my bitch had a long day, now I can't come with no income, gotta walk home with my head low. Wanna ask me why I'm fed up, like damn. Where that nigga Uncle Sam? Told him hit my phone, but now he dodging me again. I took that L, he took the win. Off the back of another American, got me yelling out, damn. Where that nigga Uncle Sam? Told him hit my phone, but now he dodging me again. I took that L, he took the win. Off the back of another American, stop telling me to slow down. You got so much time, hey. Working 5 to 9 ain't bad, and pennies gonna stack the dimes. I'm really such a hypocrite, cause I know that I'll take the shit, but man, I can't take the shit, cause I can't be a penniless nigga. Wisdom shackles made of gold, selling out arenas, now I gotta sell my soul. No, that's conspiracy. You need ability to be so televised and talking cheap. Now walk the walk like Martin till they take your life, like damn. Where that nigga Uncle Sam? Hey, hold up, wait a minute, you not dodging me again. I took that L, now won't give in. You not fooling another American, got me yelling out, damn. Where that nigga Uncle Sam? Hold up, wait a minute, you not dodging me again. I took that L, now won't give in. You not fooling another American, now try me, bitch.
And that's the last of my songs. Shout out to Midcoast, shout out to all the artists that came through. You guys are all amazing. Shout out to the Cooperage, the Milwaukee Community Fridge, and Black Space. Yes, that's all I had to say. Thank you so much for my time. I'll catch y'all later.
There we go, y'all. We just had Fred, the last performer, FTBK. He's gonna be joining us on the couch here. I'm gonna rip off this mask so I can speak a little better, and we can have a nice little conversation with Fred. You all might tell, man.
Oh, I'm good.
How we feeling, man?
I'm good.
Feeling good?
Man, I've been waiting to do this shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad to speak to you right now, man.
Yeah, it's nice to speak to you too.
So, you killed the fucking show there, man. I was vibing out there.
Thank you.
You currently reside in Kenosha.
Yes, sir.
This wasn't really in the cards here for the questions, but I just had to ask you, as far as everything going with the injustice and you know, and everything going on with Jacob Blake and everything, you have anything to say or anything you'd like to say on the whole Jacob Blake situation, I guess?
Yeah. You know, it's really easy. Like, I can't speak on the situation. Because, I mean, we can go back and forth. Like, everybody can go back and forth. But the thing about it that I didn't understand is, like, why so many, and this is the crazy thing, is I had an older white gentleman come up to me and say, I just don't understand why these people are so mad. And I said, what do you mean? This has been happening for years and years and years and years. And it's not just in Kenosha. It's not just in all of these other cities and around America. That's the thing, is that it's happening worldwide. It's happening a lot in America, and we just turn a blind eye to it. But it's been happening for so long that we turn a blind eye to it, or we do like the smallest thing. And then, you know, we're content with that for a little bit longer until it happens again and again and again. So it's like, how many times is this going to happen? And so I understand why there was riots in Kenosha. Like, I completely understand that. I'm not justifying it, but I'm just saying, like, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I can say for that, though.
I completely agree with you, man. Yeah, I mean, it's these social injustices that have been going on. I mean, it's nothing new. We've all been here. It doesn't just happen in Kenosha, like you said. It's happening everywhere. I would encourage everyone watching to go check out this documentary that just dropped on YouTube called Black Renaissance, boosting up Black culture. You can peep this little clip from Rafi Rivero. And what he's doing, super dope stuff. Just type in Black Renaissance. But we're gonna pivot back to the music here, back to Mid-Coast, and back to Kenosha too. Like, what's the music ecosystem like there? How does the music scene, you know, kind of vibe out? How you feeling about it there?
Man, I think that the music scene is crazy there. Like, there's a lot of dope artists. You know, I'm not gonna go and name of like all of them because there's a lot of them. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when I first stepped into the music scene, like, I really didn't know that Kenosha had a scene like that. And then shout out to my homie Nate for putting out like New World Order. And that's like basically an artist community, like where we can go and have fashion shows and throw shows like this. And it's just like in Kenosha on a smaller scale, but still he's building that up from the ground up. And so there's like, I've seen like a bunch of different types of music, indie, rock, we got pop, hip hop, trap, like, it's just like crazy. Yeah.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I'm not really tapped in with the Kenosha music scene, so
you gotta get tapped in.
I gotta get tapped in a little bit, I guess. So I mean, you're a rapper, obviously. You're a songwriter and a producer. How do all three of those things kind of, you know, intertwine and like work out for you? I mean, when you're making music, like, how do those roles interact?
Well, I would definitely say like they interact very closely. It goes from me making a beat to then trying to write a song, and if I misfire on one thing, so if I can't make a beat, like I'm not really feeling the beat, I'll go like tell Mikey like, hey, you want to make a beat, or like I'll try to collaborate. And I mean, like it all goes together, because like when I really do have a beat, it speaks to me into the song, because then I'm like, oh, this is taking me here, I know what I want to write about. And then it's like easier to mix, because I'm like, I know what kind of feeling I want those vocals to have. And then it just, then it's like time to release.
Right. Do you generally, like, when you're making a beat, like, or you have a beat already made, I guess, like, are you vibing out, kind of doing melodies, or are you writing lyrics, or is it kind of back and forth, or do you already have the lyrics written?
Oh, it's definitely like, I got to write the lyrics. I don't use old lyrics.
I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like when somebody's doing a beat, it really depends. Like, if I'm like I finally found like the key that I like to sing in.
Mhm.
And then so if it's like in that key, then I'm like, oh yeah, I want to sing on this.
Already knowing.
But if it's like a different one, then I'm like, oh, that's a little too low or like too high. Like I'm just like, okay, I'll rap on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So would you say that you kind of tap into poetry from time to time then?
Yeah, most definitely. And that like comes rare because I have to get deeper with the songwriting. Like,
Right.
yeah, but it'll come.
I feel you. Yeah, I'm in the same vein with that.
Yeah.
What inspired you to start making music, and like, has that inspiration changed, or like you feel like that inspiration is kind of stuck the same, or?
It's crazy because like I've been doing music like in different ways than actually like writing music. I've been doing like theater and choir. You would never think that looking at me, but it's like that was like what the foundation was. And then I went to college and I was on a football team. Me and my homies, we would like drive to Milwaukee and shit, and they would freestyle. And I remember they always be like, "Hey Fred, jump in," and I'm like, "Hell no, bro! I ain't got no rhythm. I can't do that shit." And then the one time they were like, "Bro, we're not gonna stop unless you fucking jump in." So we drove, and then I finally just jumped in. And from that point, I remember like we got done, and then we went to my homie's house, and they all were like smoking and shit. And then I was just like, "I'm not gonna smoke. I'm literally just gonna sit here." And I wrote a song. And from that point on, it was like, fuck school, fuck everything else. I want to do music. Like, this is my passion. Like, yeah.
There you go, man. Yeah, I can relate to you, man. Like, I remember this is like fucking middle school, in the car with my best homie, Mick, and it's his dad driving, right? And he locked the doors, and like there was rumors like, yo, Carson's singing and shit. Like,
yeah,
he can sing this and that. And his dad was like, yo, I'm not unlocking the car until you sing us the song. And I was just like, shit, I think we sat there for like a half hour until I sang some shit. And then he finally, I was like, man, I'm not feeling it. But he, you know, I was like, I guess make it happen. So
Yeah. But yeah, like, yeah, that's it.
yeah, man. Your songwriting is great. Can you kind of like, you know, walk us through the process or?
Yeah. So like, basically with the songwriting, it's like, I have to find something like within myself. Like sometimes like it really depends on the vibe. Like if I'm with like a group of people, we're all doing music and it's like we're just kicking it, like I don't really tend to do like too deep of shit, but like sometimes it's like I want to talk about the past experiences I had, whether they're sad, whether they're happy. It's like really painting my entire like life through my eyes, through my vision, and giving it to other people so then they can interpret it. Because I mean, like, really, it doesn't have any meaning behind it. It's just how people interpret it. Like, it has meanings to me, but who's to say that it doesn't have meanings to someone else?
Right. There's not a bigger picture, I guess. Where do you see like your whole trajectory with music going? Like, as far as, you know, down the road?
Shit, the sky's the limit.
Right.
I won't ever put a pin on it because like I feel like if you put a pin on something and then you don't get there when you thought you were gonna get there, that's when you're like, oh well, I might as well just go get this job and then, you know, or go to plan B, and then you never really try to keep going with that.
Right.
Because if you just say the sky's the limit, you just keep moving forward.
For
That's
real.
it.
That's true, man.
Yeah, I just want to create, really.
Hey, shout out to FTBK here. Thank you for joining us tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Thank you for you know, rocking the stage up there. I just want to go ahead and thank everyone watching tonight. It's definitely, you know, first and foremost that I mentioned the donation link. We're trying to raise funds tonight for the Milwaukee Community Fridge and also exposure for Black Space, which I'm sure you guys, you know, saw earlier in the show. Black Space is a community organization for Black and brown folks that, you know, they can feel comfortable with going to, speaking about their problems and their traumas that they have been through. And the Milwaukee Community Fridge is a fridge that opens the fridge door to anyone, anyone in need, anyone that needs meals or, you know, just a can of food. There's no discrimination. So please, guys, tonight, if you have, you know, any power to hit that donation link in our bio, in our description, and go ahead and, you know, feed the community. Thank y'all. This was Midcoast Volume 2. We really appreciate you rocking out with us tonight amid some troubles. But we're going to be back next month. It's going to be a monthly thing, and we're going to have it, you know, we're going to keep it moving.